Hi, Sag. I'm sorry, the glare, it's so bright out here, I can't really see the screen. Um, Welcome to Love Evolution. Welcome to your September reading. This reading is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. And it's focused on, obviously, the month of September. If you are brand new, welcome to Love Evolution. I am so thrilled to have you here. If you are returning, welcome back. The longer I do this journey, I started doing these videos in June, and the more I do this and the more of you I connect with, the more apparent it becomes that this is really my purpose. You know, it's an expression of my higher purpose, and I'm so grateful and thankful to all of you for allowing me to share, you know, my gift with you and share, give you some insight and some clarity. If I can help, you know, you to realign with your highest good, then I'm fulfilling my purpose. And I'm so, you know, so grateful and inspired as this journey continues by all of you. My intention with these readings is always to provide you with the insight, clarity, and messages that you need in order to make the choices that align with your highest good this month, okay? When I was tuning into your energy, I see the image of a person, and it's like a small campfire, right? They've gathered the kindling, and they've built the fire, and they're just lighting it, and it's like they've just created a tiny little spark, right? And they're blowing on the fire. They're giving it, you know, their energy and their air to stoke it and to allow it to grow, okay? So I think you guys this month are really working on, I think you've already sort of planted the seeds or started the spark, right, of something new. And this month is going to be really about kindling that spark, okay? You are a fire sign, obviously, and September is all about, you know, as we come into Virgo season, it's all about taking everything we've learned this year and reorganizing it, figuring out, you know, how to adjust our routines and everything moving forward. You know, the year, it's like we're entering the last quarter of the year, and we're re-examining with that Virgo, you know, analyze energy, how we can best move forward and what we still wish to achieve. So I think there's something you guys have been working on, and you're starting to really kindle that flame this month. Okay, so without further ado, the main part of the reading is done with the Morgan Greer Tarot. Your challenge and solution is done with the Chrysalis Tarot. If I need clarity, I pull from the traditional Rider-Waite. And your, at the very end, I pull an overall Archangel guidance, as well as your power animal for the month. So I can already tell, Ace of Pentacles, flying out, upright, new money coming in. And again, we just got this card for Aquarius. You're feeling perhaps a little bit rushed. You're feeling like, you know, the year is almost over. You know, like I said, we're entering the last part of the year. Virgo is all about getting things in order, right? Walking away. Crossing your T's and dotting your I's, right? Doing everything right, thorough, and in a logical manner. I'm not going to take all those. It's too many. Getting over heartbreak, okay? Something you're having to walk away from. I think you're refocusing yourself from, you know, this heartbreak or from whatever you're having to leave. You're ready to break free. You're wanting to break free, but you're feeling a little bit of a sense of like urgency to everything, right? But then here's this beautiful Ace of Pentacles coming in, a brand new financial start. This could be a job, this could be a new career, a new business project, you know, but it's something that's set up to give you financial abundance, a brand new start, and it is predestined. It is part of your purpose. 10 of Cups. Okay. Past, present, future, above, below, what's crossing you. So, the Star. Okay, a little bit reversed. Like I said, you're having a hard time, you know, that spark is just starting. You're having a hard time transitioning from what you're leaving behind to what you're focusing on, that dream, okay? That new financial start, that dream, that thing that is aligned with your highest good. It is on its way in, okay? But you've got some strong emotions coming up during this month that may be not derailing you. They're just, they are a challenge for you moving forward. So we see here heartbreak, right? These are, swords are communication. So the thoughts, the words, the opinions of others, right, that pierce your heart. Upright, it's really about heartbreak, but in the reverse, it takes on more positive meaning of starting to heal, right? Starting to heal, starting to get over whatever this heartbreak is. Again, these swords represent all the things that held you back, particularly what somebody else said or thought of you, right? See how this man's wrists are tied. He obviously did not do that himself, right? So somebody else has said things to him, has, you know, somebody else has him feeling very bound, very restricted, okay? In the reverse, same thing. As you get over this heartbreak, you're wanting more freedom, okay? I'm going to show you how this appears to me because it's pretty poignant, you know, how it's arranged here. Okay? So, walking away. All these cups represent the emotions that you feel, emotional attachments to somebody else. And you see this person has stacked them up, right, as to, like, say goodbye, and they're very obviously intentionally walking away, right? So whatever this heartbreak is, you're trying to get over it. You're wanting to release yourself from these binds. And then the Four of Swords is all about rest and reflection, mental reflection. Swords represent the air element or the mind, okay? So mental reflection and rest. In the reverse, this is what I'm talking about, that sense of urgency, okay? But then, you know, it's very clear. Look what you're walking towards. This brand new financial start. So it's like going from, you know, having your heart broken to switching your focus to the positive, right? Purging all those emotions and switching your focus to something brand new opportunity. And with that, we have the 10 of Cups. Pure happiness, ultimate happiness, okay? Sorry, 9 of Cups. Happiness, but on your own, okay? Realizing that you are, you know, happiness is a choice. You are prosperous on your own. You are able to do it on your own. And perhaps this heartbreak and this inspiration to want to get free is what's actually allowing you to realize that you can do it on your own, right? Although it is painful, although it brings up a lot of emotions, moon reversed, presently, right? Perhaps it's all for a greater reason. What's crossing you is the Four of Pentacles. So as you transition, right, whenever we start a new journey, it requires a leap of faith, right? We never know what the outcome is going to be. We can hope. And so what's challenging you right now is the desire or the feeling of wanting to, like, really hold on to your material resources, right? Really don't want to let anything go because you're leaving one phase, but you're not quite at the new yet. And so it's like you want to hold on to everything you have. You don't want to risk losing anything. in your recent past, we have the Three of Pentacles reversed. So obviously, because of this heartbreak, you know, your ability to make tangible strides in your work has been, you know, delayed or is upside down. So the Three of Pentacles is working towards a higher ideal. This man is working in a church, right? So the physical work, though, because coins are material, right? The earth element. So doing real physical, tangible work towards your higher ideals, okay? Which would be your dream, your vision for yourself, right? This star, this dream you have, okay? Wish upon a star. So I think because of this heartbreak that's happened and what you're having to leave behind, you're in the recent past, it's had you unable to focus on, you know, work. And that's what I'm talking about like lighting the spark, and then maybe now you're having to realize, well, you know, I can do it on my own. Even though I'm having to walk away from somebody or something, perhaps I can do it on my own, okay? That's the idea that's coming in, and that's you blowing on the fire, right? Nurturing those flames, that inspiration, that motivation. So yeah, what you're walking away from, I think, in terms of this heartbreak, it has a lot to do with swords. We have the Five of Swords too. So somebody trying to like win at all costs, you know, swords are words. So it's like saying really terrible things just to win, right? Almost to the point where the other person is like, fine, you know, it's not worth it to engage with you. This is an argument about, this is an argument of words that is almost not worth it, right? This person ends up winning. Perhaps this is you, or perhaps this is the other person. But this person ends up winning because they're willing to win at all costs. It's like there's no holds barred, right? They're willing to say and do anything to win, including manipulate, you know, including saying really nasty things. And either you're the one that's thrown your sword down, like, this is not worth it. Or you won, but you're realizing like, well, geez, was it worth the cost, you know? And this is what you're walking away from, okay? So we already know it's interrupted your ability to work in the past. It's got you feeling strong emotions, wanting to hold on to your wealth. But also on your mind, I think you're feeling a little bit, not poor, but you're just feeling like you don't have enough. You know, this upright, this card is all about opulence, having so much that, you know, you're able to buy beautiful necklaces and you're able to clothe yourself, you're able to indulge in luxury. So in the reverse, it's like feeling like maybe you feel like you have just enough to get by, right? And you're waiting for this new beginning to come in, and you're feeling rushed, you're feeling this sense of urgency, you know. Subconsciously, we see a real need to stand up for your beliefs, okay? Wands are the fire element, beliefs, motivations, inspiration. And what does a king do but, you know, rule in a very masculine way? So, like, subconsciously, you may not be aware of the influence, but because of all this, right, because of this heartbreak, this walking away, you're being asked to really stand up for what you believe, to really pursue, really make decisions. This is what I'm talking about, that Virgo energy, really taking what you believe and figuring out, okay, how do I make like real physical changes in my life to support what I believe, you know? What can I adopt? What beliefs can I adopt that will serve me, that will help me get to this new start, right? So it's basically like a shift of focus from what you're leaving behind to what you're moving towards. Challenge and guidance, please. For Sag. Challenge and guidance. Ooh, for Sag. Yeah. Okay. So your challenge, this Eight of Scrolls, is all about, it's the Eight of Swords in the traditional tarot, okay? So it's about freeing yourself from being bound. Do you see how she's looking in the crystal ball? Do you see how she's looking up at all of these scrolls, right? So it's like these scrolls are the thoughts you have of how you're supposed to do things, right? Different beliefs you have about yourself that perhaps limit you, right? So this is a card about breaking away. It's like scrolls represent like what's written, right? So it's imagining a new way of doing things, okay? A new way that you had not previously thought of, you know, because obviously you didn't expect the heartbreak, but you're being asked to think of things in a new way, to innovate, okay? And express that. Express that in your actions and your words, okay? So that you can start feeling a little bit more opulent. You can start feeling a little bit better. Can I have a clarity for how can Sagittarius start to feel a little more abundant? Death reverse. Just go ahead and start this new thing. This dream you have, this new financial beginning, just go ahead and start it. Don't delay any longer, okay? If you do, you could even possibly start to see some real gains by the end of this year. And it's the same thing with the Seven of Stones reversed. Do you see how in this card she's looking very sad, right? Stones are the physical, material things in our lives, okay? The habits, the routines, the possessions. She's obviously having to say goodbye. As your advice, what's the opposite of saying goodbye? Saying hello, right? Hello to what? Hello to this new material start that universe is trying to bring in for you. Okay? It's beautiful and it's abundant. Overall guidance, please. Overall, there it is. Yeah. Much like the King of Rods, stand up for what you believe. Don't let your emotional attachments from the past or anything that anyone is saying to you sway you from what you believe, okay? Forget about it. Let it go. Use this Virgo energy to think about your next steps, okay? Think about your next steps. And once you start taking those steps, once you start fanning that fire, right? Nurturing and kindling that spark, you're going to start to feel a lot better again because your inspiration will be back, you know? You guys are the fire element. You do not do well with all these watery emotions. You know, you can't, if you dwell, you're the moon reversed right now. You're feeling a lot of negative emotions and it's causing you to want to hold on to what you have. And that in turn is causing you to hesitate to go for this dream, right? And feel like you don't have enough. And that is juxtaposed with this feeling of urgency. So you're kind of like, God, I know I need to do something, but I'm feeling so shitty. Like, you know, this water element, you need to just find a way of expression, okay? And just focus on this. Focus on this goal. Because dwelling in this watery emotion for too long, your spark is just this big right now, right? It's just a little spark. You need to nurture it through your actions and your beliefs. Okay? Defend yourself. Don't let anybody, if they challenge your beliefs or try to tell you, you cannot achieve this goal or it's too much or, you know, you're worried about what the person who broke your heart, what they're saying to you, don't. Okay? Just focus on the forward steps. You'll reach a point where you can relax in a little while, but right now you just need to fight to get out of this watery energy. Because if you stay feeling negative for too long, it's going to put out that little spark that you're trying to kindle, okay? But if you, it's like 1 or 2, you know, good puffs of air, good realizations, good a little bit of effort towards fanning the fire is going to make it take off, and from there it's a self-growing thing, right? So once you get it going, you're gonna be in the clear, okay? But you need to focus on right now this new start, whatever this is for you. I mean, this is like Sagittarius, this is your ultimate dream, your ultimate goal. This is your destiny beyond your wildest dreams, okay? So don't waylay it, don't delay it any longer. Okay? So ultimate happiness and new money, you know, is coming in as soon as you fan that fire, okay? So, Archangel guidance for Sag. We're not going to take those. Archangel guidance for Sag. Prioritize. What are your highest priorities, Sag? Is it, excuse me, is it feeling bad about these emotions, or is it going towards your dreams, right? Like I said, a little bit of effort now, okay? Normally I would tell people to, you know, work through how you're feeling, express it, you know, but for you guys, a fire sign, and especially with that vision of, you know, it's like your flame is just starting to catch right now, okay? So I'm telling you, if you dwell too long in those negative emotions, it's going to put out that fire, okay? So prioritize. Archangel Metatron, focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated, okay? Universe will help you get motivated. Universe will help you feel that fire. And like I said, once you focus a little bit, get clear on your priorities, once that fire takes off, it grows exponentially, okay? So leading you to ultimate happiness, right? So prioritize and power animal. What is the animal messenger for Sag? Lion. Right away. Courage. Courage to go for your dreams. Ask for what you want. Ask universe for what you want, and it will help you to know what, you know, what action steps to take, okay? If you just set the intention to not be wallowing in these emotions anymore, if you set your intention clear on what you want, clear on your priorities, and you commit to that, universe will come in and support you, okay, in ways that you can't even imagine. Because, I mean, the star doesn't just show up. It's not above. It's in your near future, okay? You're this close. You just have to, fan those flames and stay focused, okay? So, beautiful reading, Sag. I'm excited to see what is going to come up for you guys in October. This is the time of harvest, you know, collecting that bounty. So, you're right there. You guys can check me out on Instagram and Facebook. I do a daily reading there. I'm working on getting some more fun content up on my Facebook, so you can check that out. And I'm also working on creating some more content for, well, but also this site, you know, this channel. I want to start creating some content on just different spiritual topics, different, you know, practices and information, knowledge, and, you know, practices that have helped me. Trauma healing is something I really want to go through, and just basically, you know, my whole mission is just to empower you guys, you know, everybody, to connect with that love, connect with that higher purpose, okay, and follow that, and not the fear that the ego brings up, right? Like I said, I'm so grateful to be able to do this, because it is a expression of my higher purpose, and my whole, you know, my most sincere intent is to inspire you guys to do the same, whatever that looks like for you, okay? And you guys are right there, Sag. So if I'm also going to be launching my site pretty soon, and at that point you can purchase a private reading from me. So if you would like to be notified as to when you can purchase it, I'm hoping the wait time doesn't get too long, but I am going to send out like a, you know, just a notification to anybody who requests it. So if you're interested in that, if you have any questions, if you have any feedback, feel free to send me an email. As always, I love all your comments. I read them all. Feedback, suggestions, I love to hear it all. So I'm excited to see what October brings, and I love you guys, Sag. I will see you in October.